Hello guys, this is lesson number 3 and this is about troublesome modals. Troublesome modals are those modals which are really not that commonly or frequently used in the English language. And yes, we all know how to use could, can, could, will, would, should, must, and that is okay, but there are so many more modals on the table and we just have to learn how to use them all. Must and mustn't. Yes, mustn't is the way you negate must. It has a very messy, almost ridiculous, troublesome consonant cluster, st and apostrophe t, but that is just the way you write it. In the pronunciation is way easier, is mustn't. You have two possible meanings for must. Must as an obligation and must as a probability. If you're using must as an obligation, like an example, she must work today, present situation, obligation in the present situation, you have to use, once again, remember the had to, okay, for the past situation. So she had to work yesterday. That's how you do it. If you want to refer to must as probability, then you could also use the must plus have plus past participle. Example given. She must have worked yesterday. Means that I'm 90% certain that she worked yesterday. But that's, once again, probability. That's not obligation. So remember that. Shall and shan't. Shan't, yes, that's the way you negate shall. Shan't is very literary. It's almost never found in colloquial speech. But once again, shall can also have two possible meanings. Advice and invitation, like, shall we dance? He asked if we should dance. See? Shall, should. In the case is advice or invitation. But in the case this shall can be replaced with will. Then you should use would for a past situation. So I shall see you later. I will see you later means like I'm like extremely certain that we will see each other later. Joe said he would see us later. See? Ought to. Super simple. Ought to means should. And whenever you're trying to whenever you are negating this modal or whenever you're using this modal for a past situation and you're using have plus past participle, you delete that too. So we oughtn't do that is not we oughtn't to do that, is we oughtn't do that, and we ought have come earlier to the worship. We should have come earlier to the worship, or we ought have come earlier to the worship. Whatever you want to say, you can use a should or you can use the ought to, but please do not put the to when you are referring to a past situation. Now let's go with had better. Had better, remember, it never changes. It has this word had that means past because it's the past conjugation of the verb to have, but it refers to a present situation. So, and it never changes. It's a frozen formula. It never ever changes. So you had better not tell Elizabeth about the broken window, or you should not tell Elizabeth about the broken window. They mean the same. Is there a possibility that we could use maybe another modal because this had better sounds weird and it's really not of our liking? Yes, of course you can. You can even use a simplified version of the same modal, which is better. So you can say, you had better not tell Elizabeth about the broken window, or I can say, you better not tell Elizabeth about the broken window. Both ways would work. Now the needn't. The needn't is, what's the difference between didn't need to and needn't? Didn't need to means I knew from the very beginning that I was not forced to do something, so that's exactly the reason why I didn't do it. So I didn't need to do that. Needn't means I thought I was forced, I was entitled to do something, and that's the reason why I did it. But later on, I realized that I was not supposed to do it. It was not expected of me to do that. See? So you needn't go to the funeral. I mean, you're not forced to go to the funeral, or you needn't have gone to the funeral. It means I'm already in the funeral, then someone approached me, someone talked to me, hey Mario, what are you doing here? I don't know, I mean, I was supposed to come here. And they were like, no, you're not supposed to come here, but you're already here, so you might just well enjoy it. See the difference? Yeah, so these are 6 troublesome modals. I hope you understand the grammatical restrictions of each and every one of them, and I hope you try to use them more and more, okay? Try to get out of your comfort zone and don't use the same modal verbs.